What's up, everybody? I'm Coach T from Ballavation, and today we're going to be talking about the 5 basic skills of basketball. So without further ado, let's get into this video. First skill is shooting, and shooting has become a very important part of today's game of basketball. You see players who usually aren't known to step out and shoot the three-pointer. They are now working on their three-point shot or working on their mid-range shot. Even bigger players such as Giannis, Dwight Howard, and JaVale McGee are working to expand their range. So if you're a really good shooter or mid-range or three-point shooter, or if you're working on improving your shot, and I also have a video for you to check out on how you can better yourself as a shooter. But if you are a good shooter, then you would definitely have a spot on any team. And Klay Thompson is one of the best shooters in the league behind Steph Curry. And watch how he shoots the ball. He moves to get an open shot as his teammate comes over to pass him the ball and sets the screen, giving him space to get a three-point shot off. And being able to not only shoot the ball but shoot the ball well is a great skill to have because it puts more points on the board. And if you're a well-known shooter, then other teams are most likely going to be focused on you as a shooter, trying to stop you from getting those shots, which will then give you opportunities to give your teammates easy buckets. Next skill you want to master is defense, because if you are a good defender and you're able to stop players from scoring, or if you're able to block shots, get steals, if you're able to slow the opposing team down, this will also help your team a lot because it will give your team the chance to slow the other team down while your team is still scoring on the opposite end. And now let's look at just how important defense is as Kristaps Porzingis blocks the shot. LeBron passes it to his teammate in the post, who then puts up a post hook, but Kristaps Porzingis anticipates it and blocks the shot. And this can also lead to easy buckets on the offensive end. And let me know if you want to see me do a video on how to block shots or how to get steals so you can better yourself even more as a defender. The next skill that beginners should master is ball handling. And ball handling is typically associated with point guards and shooting guards and just smaller players in general, but just like the shooting, bigger players are also starting to expand their game with working on their handles as well. So it is important that you are learning how to dribble the ball and just be able to get from point A to point B on the basketball court. And pay attention to how Steph Curry uses his ball handling ability to get points for himself. He drives, and as his defender reaches in, Steph Curry then does behind the back move. Then he gets by his defender but creates more space with the step back and then knocks down the mid-range shot. And yes, having a great ball handling ability can get you highlights and help you break defenders' ankles, but having a great ball handling ability is more than that. It can also help you create space for yourself or for your teammates. It can help you get through spaces like double teams. So it's very important that you learn some ways to dribble a ball, and I do also have videos on that if you want to check those out. The next important skill that beginners need to learn is passing. And some of the greatest passers in today's game, or the greatest passers that used to play, such as Magic Johnson, John Stockton, LaMelo Ball, and Rajon Rondo. But it's important to learn this skill because there might be times where your teammates just have better scoring opportunities than you might have, and coaches might also be running plays for your teammates to where you're going to have to pass the ball to your teammates unless you don't want to get caught off the team. It's funny that you come in here talking about basic skills coming from a basic person. I know you did not come in here talking trash. Yeah. But you really gonna come in here like you do all the time and call me basic? Man, if you don't get your high maintenance stuff out of my room right now. You don't even know what that means, do you? You know what? I'm gonna throw it up on the screen for the people watching at home, and for the people in the back, and for you.
That's what it means.
To show you what this means.
That's what it means.
Yeah, you see that, don't you?
Okay. I understand. Yeah. I'm just gonna go that way. And yeah, see you later.
He got some nerve, don't he? And on this play, the New Orleans Pelicans are attacking the basket as Lonzo passes to his teammate cutting to the rim. And this is an example of your teammates having better scoring opportunities than you do. So if they're cutting to the rim and they have an open lane, it's better to make the pass in that situation so that you can get those easy buckets as a team. Because at the end of the day, basketball is still a team game. Say if you're a really good scorer and then the opposing team just comes at you with double teams, triple teams, quadruple teams. They're just all up in your face trying to give you as little to no space as possible to operate. And in that situation, you definitely will have to pass the ball and pass it accurately to avoid turning it over. And the next skill beginners should master is finishing. And I've already talked about finishing at the rim in a video right here. But the reason why finishing is such an important skill to learn is because you don't really want to rely on just having one skill. Because if you're a good shooter and your defender realizes that, or the opposing team realizes that, then they're going to try to shut that down and force you to drive to the rim because they know you're not a good finisher. And with you not being a good finisher, it's more likely that you're going to miss most of the time when you go to the rim. So it's important that you learn how to finish at the rim and be able to score in other ways. LeBron drives to the paint on the San Antonio Spurs and finishes with a nice up and under layup. And this is one of several finishes to add to your game to make you a better finisher in the paint. And if you're serious about trying to make it to a high level of basketball and you want to play on a basketball team one day, then these are the skills that I highly advise that you work on in the beginning. And there are also more things to learn about being a basketball player or just playing on a high level. But I would say as a beginner, these are the first 5 things that you should master as a new basketball player. You want to see more videos on beginners or what you need to learn as a new basketball player, then definitely let me know in the comment section. And if you enjoyed these videos, let me know what specifically do you enjoy about them so I can continue to make more of them. Thank you all for watching, and peace.